Hello, hello. I'm here. What time is it? 5:34. Almost time for me to pray. Um, I'm here with a video because I'm curious. My curiosity bring me here at this time. Yes, I am somebody, when I am told not to talk, I keep my mouth shut. And I am ruled by only one being. Only one being. The only time that I listen to somebody is if I have a husband. That's the only time I listen to somebody. By God, I go according to rules and policies and laws of the land. Let me repeat it again. By God, I go and I live my life and I teach my children to go according to the law, policies, amendments, rules of the land. Everyone knows, especially those who've been in the military, those who work in governments, they know when people say they go by the law of the land, LAND, of the land. I don't steal, I don't go raping, I don't do anything that the law says not to do. And no one, no entity, no deity can make me do them. Now, I am here, I love warning people. I don't know why I love warning people before I act on anything. You cannot shoot me, you cannot shoot my children, you cannot shoot nobody of mine. Because they are covered under the blood. You can hear me talk about candles. You can hear me talk about anything that people use in the witchcraft. I don't do witchcraft. Everything I do goes according to the law of God. I had a video the other day. Somebody saw my onion on my window. Oh, what's that on the? It's a fucking red onion. You don't know what red onion does? Who's witches? All of you are criminals. Don't know what onion do. Onion absorb negativity. It absorbs energy, period. Whatever fucking energy it is. Listen. And listen well. Y'all say y'all scared of my power. Y'all haven't seen anything yet. Leave me the fuck alone. Because CIA, I want to know, what do I have to do with CIA for CIA to keep following me around? I want to know what I have with FBI for them to follow me around and pay thugs to watch me everywhere I go. Look at my face very well. I am a well-educated individual. I am an achieved person. I went to Brockton High in Brockton, Massachusetts. I graduated from Linden High, Linden, New Jersey. So if you want good information about me, go. What do? Pay people to change records? Yeah, cool, that's what you do. But I'm gonna say this very well. I've never been arrested to deal with CIA, with FBI, because I've never done anything to deal with CIA or FBI. If FBI wants my help and wants to hire me, that's the only way I would probably deal with FBI. That's the only way. You hire me to work with you, I will work with you. You pay and I work with you. But listen, I hear you guys scared of my power. You don't see anything yet. You haven't seen shit. You are flying airplanes, don't you? Or you are carry guns, don't you? I'll make you shoot yourself. Now this would be what? Witchcraft? No, no, no. Because I talk to the most God when I am doing my shit. I don't deal with with nobody. How you call them? Bottom feeders of the spirits. I don't deal with anything like this. And I bring my complaint to God before I act. I say, Father, they are not stopping. I've been waiting all silently. They're not stopping. Let bring the force that they respect in front of them. Listen, CIA following me everywhere. That has been for years. That's a decade. Because I noticed that in Florida, Orlando, Florida, when I was sleeping in the Walmart parking lot, I noticed that. I was telling my son, CIA is here. And my son would be asking me, Mom, you sure? I was like, yes. Those eyes I'm looking at, these are CIA. Your eyes sold you out to me. Are you listening? The way you park your car when you arrive and the way you arrive tells me what you are. Each vehicle that comes by, I tell my son, move the car around. You guys were there, you know what I'm talking about. Because once you come, I know what you are. Because whatever I have is all sudden. It doesn't take time to detect an enemy. Even when you park far, even when you park close, I know, you know what I'm saying, because once you arrive, I don't wait even 20 minutes and I move my vehicle. Yes, when I was sleeping in Walmart parking lot, sometimes I went to the gas stations because you guys kept coming around. You have been following me for long enough to see that I have done nothing against the law. Although you guys are doing witchcraft on me, CIA doing witchcraft on civilian. I'm a civilian. I don't work for government. I'm not in the military. I'm not in the police force. I am a civilian. What have I done to you guys to want me isolated? What have I done to the law, against the law, for people to want me isolated and not working? There is a saying in my country I grew up hearing. Abraham says enough is enough. Those who have ears, listen. I'm not smiling. I can make you drive around thinking you're coming towards me and then you never arrive. Hey, I do not play. It's time for you guys to leave me alone. It is time to leave me alone. I bother no one. Even then, you guys kept watching me invade my privacy. You guys fucking walk with shadows. It's not just anybody. Kano kaka, what the fuck? Some people, when I remember when I was in Macon, Georgia, some of them, when you come peeping, crawling, creeping on my wall, I'm like, I say to my children, these are not any kind of people. These are people of power that come forward. When you are white, I tell my children, this is a white man, this is a white woman. When you're black, I tell my children, okay, hold up. What's going on with those black people? Why are they working with white people against another black? I'm a single mother. a single mother, and they started to bother me since my children was little. My daughter wasn't even 10 yet since they started to when they started to bother me and my children. Government failed me. Government failed me. Why am I being investigated for all these decades? Why am I being sitting at home? Because you guys keep, everywhere I go to live, if you find somebody in my surrounding to pay money watching me, and you don't pay just one. So now, help is going away, right? They're removing help from people for wars, and people might not even know that they're also removing help for money to bother other, people who don't bother no one. I don't call on darkness. You guys have the feelings you want darkness around, call them up on your home. Don't send them over. I don't care what kind of witchcraft you use. Old Egyptian, ancient, however you call it. Honey, trust me, they all can be reversed. And I pray for you, you're able to receive the shock. I will send it back. Now, I've been hearing the CIA have thought of making decision of recruiting me in or something like that because they're afraid of my power expanding. Do I bother you? Whoever is the leader of CIA, do you know what your name is? The head of the snake of the CIA. The one giving orders to bother me. The one giving orders to send people to everywhere I work, everywhere I live, to infiltrate for no reason. Do I bother you? I am someone to work with. I am something to work with. I make a better friend than an enemy. This is why I don't bother no one. I bother no one. Anyone with a gun coming after me and my children must shoot themselves. I command them to shoot themselves as they think, as the men think of coming after me with a gun, with a knife, whatever weapon they want to come with, they must be used against them. Let God remove my name, my image from your system. Let it crash. Let that system, the system that mocked me, and my family, my bloodline, to be destroyed, to never be at peace, let that system crash. CRASH. Let the system crash. Even if it is airplane, even the black box cannot give no information. It is my mouth speaking. Hey, I bother no one. I bother no one. CIA cannot be after me and tell me that the government doesn't know about it. What is CIA? Government agency. I bother no one. 52 years of living, bother no one, even not as a child, never bother no one. I am a child Even when my mom and my dad had a maid in the house, this means we don't have nothing to do. I like to help. I walk among the people in the neighborhood, the ones that they call the slave girls. I help them wash. I help them wash their dishes. I help them wash clothes. I help them wash and carry water to their home. Which is one reason why every day I used to carry water into my home, because I had fun with it. I made it fun. The way I made it fun was it was great. Every child that I see that was carrying water to their home and I'm walking, I didn't look at nobody like this, like my sisters used to do, because we had a little bit better than others in the community. I never look at nobody down. Never. I put myself with everybody. Or once I hear somebody, they call somebody, how they call it, slave girl, this is where I go and sit at night and have joke and before I go to sleep. They will be looking for me. Oh, where is Ketsia? Ketsia is among the slave girls, the slave boys, and then we have joke, we talk, and we have joke. We talk about life experience. My mom, this, my dad, what? Hey, that's what I used to do when I was growing up. And as an adult, I remove money from my bank to drive around looking for people standing in corners asking for money. I don't wait for them to ask. I used to work in North Grafton in a veterinary lab. Every time I got paid every 2 weeks, I would I go to the bank and get wall of quarters. I got wall of dime, and wall of nickels, wall of pennies. Don't remember exactly what was the total. Sometimes it's $200, sometimes it's more, depending on how much I received for my check. Guess what? If I got $150 in wall of quarters, I drive around. That's what I used to do. I drove around, and when I see the people with those signs, homeless, I never care whether it's true or not. It's not my job to worry about if it's true. If the person lie, it is between them and God. People with me will be like, oh, this person might be reaching and just collecting money. I don't give a fuck. They hold the homeless card, they lie, it's them and God. I drove around, I put my hand in my purse, I hand over a $10 wall. Because at those times, McDonald's wasn't that much money. $10 could give you a nice meal. And then you might have even $1 or $2 left in your pocket. When my wall of quarters are over, then I start with the dime. When the wall of dime finish, I do the nickels. When I get to the pennies, I don't give just one wall, because the pennies is just 50 cents. I'll give 2, I'll give 3. I say that's what I have left for now. So now, come on. Someone like me being battered by CIA government agency? I don't bother no one. And they performing witchcraft too. They doing witchcraft, fire magic. Listen, I don't have to name all of them, because y'all know what y'all doing. Do you know the only people I know on my channel that subscribe? I'll tell you, it's about 5 of them. After that, everybody I don't know, they are imposters. People I don't know, they just want to monitor me, and they enter my platform. The same way they infiltrate my communities, they infiltrate my platforms. I am dead serious. Everybody gets on airplane, don't they? I don't. I don't fly. That's why when I had my vehicle, everywhere I go, I used to travel for work. When the agency is offering me car rental or flight, when is it good for you to fly over? I rarely fly. I'm a nurse sign. Yeah, before y'all coming for me, y'all better know your how you call this thing. Hold on, it's my thing here. Y'all better know astrology. Astrology. Before y'all coming for me, y'all better know astrology. Because I can look at you and give you your date of birth. I don't fuck with nobody. Because I know who I am, I know what I am, I don't fuck with nobody. I bother no one since I was little. When I was little, I felt something was not normal because of the way people were treating me. It already told me something is not normal with me. I was set apart. I understood it. I stayed away from people. And I am very approachable, although I stay away from fucking people. People come towards me. I go to work, people would wait for me for my time to go to lunch, and then they come and pick me up. I was not even thinking about food. I was not even thinking about lunch. Somebody come and say, Katia, you want to go to break? The person come and ask me, then I will just wrap up and put my things away, fix my station, and I'll go to lunch with them. When I go to lunch, it's not that I am talking. They the one also who keep the conversation going. When you bother someone quiet, you get that person to open their mouth, wait for whatever comes. Because I open my platform for God work. You refuse to let me do God work and turn my platform into something else as warning. I like to warn people. You see those people that were on the second floor? They're gone. Not by my hands. They're gone. Because God doesn't play about me. I believe you guys heard. Even if you haven't read the Bible, somehow, somewhere, you've heard of something about the Bible. Only me is the people of Israel. Let me fucking say it again. Only me is the nation of Israel. God doesn't play about Israel. God doesn't play about me. God kill nations. God destroy nations on behalf of Israel. I know some people they sit after me. Later on, when they try to come near and they cannot come close. And then later on, they complain to whoever sent them. How do you kill somebody who already know where you are when you approach? How do you kill somebody who knows everything, every movement you make around them? Because as they move, I move. They remove my son away from me because they misunderstood something. They thought my son was my protection. I was my son's protection. After he left, after I kicked him out, he got injured. But trust me, you cannot touch him now. Although you had paid him to kill me and poison me, I forgive him because I know people manipulating him with witchcraft to do it, and they keep inviting him for money to do it. I forgive my son for trying to kill me for you. But guess what? You cannot touch him again. I don't care where he is covered. That's how good of a mother I am. I bother no one since I was little. Y'all listen to somebody, not just somebody, two people at least I know who had been taking psychotic pills. My mother started to take psychotic pills since in the 80s, because when she came from the United States in 1989, December 31st of 1989, she didn't come home to us. Somehow the family in New York and New Jersey put together and sent her straight to her mother in Latibonite. Artibonite in French, Latibonite in Creole. Or you can call it the Ninth Department, the land of Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Listen, when my mom started to take the pills, I don't know if she started when she got to Haiti. I don't know if she started sincere. But she came home to Haiti with mental issues. And her complaint was that my father and his wife tried to kill her. That was her complaint. I never really stay and listen to all of the bullshit. I don't waste my time on talking about people like gossip. Yes, you can tell a story, but every day you on the same shit. Same shit every day. Same shit a different day. And I'm a very good listener, but I select what to listen to. I am something to work with. I am somebody to work with, not destroy. Because you've been at it for years, for decades. You have children. Oh, the big head men that comes after me, you have children. Don't I tell you your eyes tell me everything? Because your eyes tell me you are CIA when you approach me. Your eyes tell me if you FBI. I can detect every single agency you come from. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. Your energy, your eyes. When I look in your eyes, I see your soul. Everything is written in your soul. Stupid if you don't know. I bother no one. When you get a quiet individual to talk, open their mouth and talk. Be ready for what is coming. I bother no one. Because I will die before. I bother no one. I am here for the innocents. Because I believe that I am not the only one you are pettying like this. I give tips for those who come across the channel to know what to do, dealing with what I am dealing. You see onion on my window. C'est ça. You don't know what onion do? It doesn't matter the color. It doesn't matter the color. The darkness y'all keep sending, y'all need to shove it. Because there is what they call telekinesis. With telekinesis, I can wrap them up and send them right back. Don't play with me, I don't fuck with no one. My God-given power is due to my connection with Him. Is due to whatever contract I have with Him before coming to earth. And I do my best not to abuse it. Whatever the shit you guys are doing with the neighborhood, to keep sending people to watch me, come peeping on my damn wall, creeping on my wall, crawling on my wall. You don't know that I can be invisible? You're fucking stupid. You say you're afraid of my power. You haven't seen anything yet. You were trying to stop me from developing anything in me or even realize what I was. It's already fully known. Nothing that you can suppress anymore. Your affliction don't work. I stay inside my home because this is who I am. I don't bother with nobody. I don't mingle with nobody. It is people who always approach me everywhere. And my attitude, I deal with everybody, but I don't mingle with everybody. I bother no one. Those witchcraft infiltration of bullshit, they do nothing to me. All I say, make sure you are able to handle the energy that you send forth. I speak when I am allowed to speak. Because when God tells me to shut up, I have to shut the fuck up. I go only by what God says to me. And I don't play. Some people in church, they're not Christian. Stop calling yourself Christian. I don't call myself Christian. I call myself biblical. I am biblical. Exodus 20. I go by the law, although that law is not needed at this time. And according to the book of John, I go by the law. Because the whole 10 commandments had been reduced into just to love God alone and have Him for your God alone, and love your neighbors as you love yourself. The whole 10 commandments has been reduced. It was not completed, finished, abolished. It just reduced into 2. Law of Moses teach not to steal, not to sleep with your neighbor's wife. It teaches you to love God alone and have Him for as God alone, because God is jealous. The same God, that same God is the same God that I serve. That's the same one that walk with me. That's the same one I talk to. That's the same one that tells me when to talk and tells me when to keep my mouth shut. When you see me spend a couple of days, I don't come and do any BS on the screen. Those who get in airplanes, watch out. Those who get in airplanes that bother me and refuse to leave me alone, watch out. Those working on government system that are bothering me, look out. I bother no one. You have been triggering me to fight and not curse like curse like fight. Let's just say fight. You see, you can't trigger me. What is inside of me cannot be triggered by anybody, by any demon. I command them. Something that is on YouTube, I believe, and it was made history. It made history because the day they were killing him, they made it publicly. I believe the Oklahoma bomber. I think his name was Timothy Mibe. I might not say it right, but you have an idea what I'm talking about. When they were executing Timothy Mibe, they made it public. It was on TV. This was a very quiet individual. I'm not able to do bad things. This one was triggered by something because he doesn't have God and Christ inside him. I give him as an example. Let me repeat it clearly before people twist my words. I use him as an example because those quiet people, study what I'm talking about. People, when people are quiet, they don't bother. Every quiet people, they don't bother people. The only time I listen to human being is when I have a husband. If I don't have a husband, I don't listen to no man. My boss is up here because I don't do nothing against the law. It is time to leave me alone. It is time to leave my children alone. Y'all make your money by siphoning youth energy. Y'all make your money by siphoning people's youth. That's how y'all make your money. This is why you don't feel to save it. There is something that you don't struggle for. You don't save it. You just spend it like this. May God protect only one airplane in the sky, in the air. Only one airplane, and God, you know who it is. Whether I meet him ever or not. Only one plane, protected by my words and protected by God. I know he has many, many planes. Any plane of his. Wherever that plane is flying to and from. that plane is safe. Anyone who works for him flying the airplane is safe. Now, as long as nobody bothers me, you else who get on airplanes, leave me alone. You else who ride cars, whether you behind the wheels or somebody else, watch out. When you're passing by, I take a picture of your vehicle. Why do you think I take it? I'll flip you over. I don't play with nobody. I don't bother nobody. That's why every time somebody pass by, once you passing by, something in your energy tells me, you need to pay attention to that vehicle. And you know what I'm talking about, because some of you knows when I really, even if I was doing my video, you know when I pay attention and put my camera on you, because I am told to pay attention to that vehicle. And do you know what speaks for me? To me, it comes from you, your energy. I bother no one. I bother no one. I don't believe God wants blood on my hands. My father doesn't want blood in my hands, because every time I would think to do a revenge, you just don't know what he does. Because what I come to earth for, my hands must be clean of blood. But trust me, I will transmute your energy, and then I will recycle it. I believe those in government agencies, depending on how far, I don't know. Lately, people don't need education lately. It's who you know. Father God, Elroy, under the name of Elroy, you see everywhere. You see me, you see those bothering me. Father God, my El Gibor, under the name of El Diot, you are the God of knowledge. You know everything. You know what I have done. You know what they've done to me. And under the name of Jehovah Shammah, you are the omnipresent. You always present. Therefore, you witness what is being done to me. You witness what I have received and what I go through. Under these three names of God, I will fight you. And nothing you can do about it. I bother no one. I bother no one. If I'm standing outside, you will see them like they look like grisette. Ask some Haitian what grisette means. People who look like nothing, nobody. Passing by a spying. I talk to them sometimes. As they sending message to through the phone, I'll be like, you see me, I see you. They tell you that. Your isolation doesn't work, because I've always someone who loves to stay inside their house. I don't stay inside the house because you isolate. Isolate my ass. I bother no one. I go to a doctor, let's say hospital. I wasn't sick. I went to the hospital waiting for an individual because he follows signals. I know wherever I am, he'll find me. So I went to the hospital thinking it would be easy for me where I went to, you know, to wait there. Because of what was going on, somebody already approached security at the hospital to have me killed. Yes, I sat on a little something they had on the side of the wall. Excuse me. The energy of everybody talking to me now at that time. I sat and I'm just watching everybody walking in and out, walking in and out. Even people on wheelchair was part of the plot. When I realized wheelchair people, handicapped people enter the plot, I'm like, okay, hold on. Let them know that you already understood what's going on. I went inside, I registered. When I registered to be seen, there was nothing wrong with me. I registered to be seen because I want them to know that I know what's going on. Because if you already make plan to get me outside, I register now, I stay inside, you cannot tell me exactly, don't tell me that you don't understand. While they checking my vitals, now they ended up talking to the person doing my vitals. They put me in a room, isolation room. They put me in an isolation room. I asked, why am I in this room? Well, whatever, whatever. We just want to make sure that you don't have nothing that you've spread for other people to get sick. Don't you know they also discriminate me while they're doing this? Come on. Who really is able to go and infiltrate even doctors to give me a bad treatment? I say nothing. They come and offer me this and that. You need a blood work for what? Because you want to study my DNA that they already studied many times. You want to study what? What exactly do you want to tell me that I'm positive of that you offer me a blood work? I didn't complain of nothing that require blood work. Remember, I've been in the medical field for a long time, since 2002. I bother no one. As far as I remember, everywhere I work, they always love my work. I work to my perfection. Before anybody says that you're not perfect, how do you know? I have not killed anybody. I have not bothered nobody. I'm not a bully. How do you know I'm not perfect? But I'm just. Read someone and learn something. God knows the way of the just. or should we say the righteous? But I say just. I bother no one. Hold on. What kind of people should CIA be watching? Really, seriously. Okay. The question is what kind of individual CIA normally watch? Watches for modern CIA. Oh, there's the old and there's the modern. Okay, that's good information. I'm glad I'm searching because I didn't know there was the old and the modern. Okay. The Central Intelligence Agency normally watches foreign individuals connected to national security threats. Do you hear that? So somehow somebody accused me of such. The Central Intelligence Agency normally watch foreign individuals connected to national security threats, including foreign intelligence officers. What am I? I'm neither. International terrorist weapons proliferators and leaders of hostile nations. What am I? Neither. They've been following me for decades and they know when to stop, they refuse to stop. The agency focuses its surveillance and intelligence collections overseas rather than domestically. And I live right in the United States. I hardly travel. Why am I being watched for all this time? Even reduced to nothing. What have I done? Really? When government make mistake, according to workers, because these are on TV, they are also on YouTube, they made history. When government made mistake arresting people for no reason, and they realize that the person is innocent, what do? They compensate, they release the prisoner and compensate that individual for they know they made mistake. They know they made mistake on me. Why am I being watched still and being reduced and refused to let be free to work? Why? I would love to know why. I've never been to the White House. Never. I've never been to DC. What I'm saying is that I don't travel really to places I don't know. I have no business. And I learned that people can visit the White House. You know, sometimes I think of visiting Donald Trump for what I'm going through because it's something got to be done about it. Something must be done about it. I see on TV people visit the White House. Some visit just to see the inside, you know. They know what the palace or White House looks like. I used to visit my White House, the White House in Haiti. I used to visit them when I was a child. Sometimes I walk by in front, you see the police, guards, and things like that. If you want to say hello, if you want to just pass, because some people live close by. My boyfriend used to work not too far away from there. I believe from that street called Rue. Rue means street. Then we and then we is a name of whoever they named the street after. So I used to go to Rue Denwy, and the palace was this somewhere this way. So I walked by it. So if people here visit the White House, I used to enter the White House in my country. So it's okay for people to visit the White House. Listen, I bother no one. That identity you guys have given me or have been forcing onto me, I reject it. I reject it. I reject it. I'm telling you, with telekinesis, you don't want me using telekinesis. I'm telling you, you don't want me to use it because I want my peace. I want my peace. I don't care about how many people you pay to walk around and do shit. That's bullshit. I don't care. But don't invade my privacy. Do I come peeping on your wall? Do I come and follow you? I don't do that. That's your privacy. You have a wall. Everybody have their wall. You're allowed to have a wall, right? You're not doing it even on only in the physical. You are paying witches to do witchcraft on civilian. That makes you what? You're a bully. You don't deserve to wear uniform. It's so funny how when somebody of power dies and then they call in CIA to search for the killer or FBI to look for the killer. Listen, I bother no one. Once you approach me, you don't need to give me your name. I don't need your name. I don't need nothing. Your aura speak with me. Your energy speak with me. I know who you are. I know what you are. I will just walk by. I don't care what you have in your gun. Silence. I don't care what you carry. It will be used against you. By the name of Jesus, by the authority in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, you will shoot yourself. If you are many, you guys gonna be shooting each other. What do you call it in the military? Friendly fire? So you come every morning, don't you? Who deity appear in a picture frame? Do you know what comes to me right now? In the picture frame, the square. Yesterday it was rectangle, meaning it was like rectangle. This morning it is square. Do you know what comes to me? The download that I just have now, as I remove my head from my eyes from the frame, because as I remove my eyes, it also fades away. Somebody is using a mirror. They're using mirror magic. So the picture frame is the frame of the mirror. Listen. I bother no one. I bother no one. There is somebody that I know many people are doing witchcraft on. So when they think they're doing witchcraft on me, and then people are doing witchcraft on that person, and that person health decline. Download. Download. I've never seen that person face to face. I only see that person on TV. TV and YouTube. And this is somebody that they were supposed to respect. Many people, many witches are doing witchcraft on him. His health has declined. So this is when somebody would need somebody like me and enjoy my presence and be healed. You're stupid. And you think you know my power? You think you know what I carry? You don't know. Let me end this because I need to use the restroom. I'll be back with another one because I have more to say.